instead of you prioritizing with the completion of the dualization of the Accra-Kumasi road, you are telling us that you are going to construct an express road. From which funds? It's a complete misplaced priority. What Ghanaians want to see is the completion of the dualization project that was started by the Akufo-Addo administration. Yes. Then you can even look at that, because even the financial models do not help you. How are you going to construct this? Through a PPP arrangement? And how much are you going to charge road users? It's for you to take that decision. But Mr. Speaker, let me share this data with you. I got it from the National Road Safety Authority. In 2025 only, deaths on the Accra-Kumasi highway is 525 for Eastern Region, Ashanti 570, and Greater Accra 331. Mr. Speaker, so a reasonable government would take the completion of the dualization program as a priority, complete it, and save Ghanaian lives rather than taking another step of constructing an expressway, which I believe it's not a priority for Ghanaians. Mr. Speaker, it's very important we look at that. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, the budget also made some allocation to the agency responsible for the fight against Galamsey. Mr. Speaker, a whopping 150 million cedis has been allocated to them. I did some conversion and it came to about $30 million. It's a good step that we need to fight Galamsey. But the monetary mechanisms that ought to be in place, especially with the promise of the NDC government to come in and fight Galamsey, I believe has not been met. Mr. Speaker, we were promised a complete state of emergency by the government of the day. Various speakers at different political events made it a promise that they were going to ensure that the president issues a state of emergency. It's clear that the government is not ready. It's clear that the government is taking a snail-pace step in order to fight the Galamsey menace. Mr. Speaker, the Catholic Bishop Conference has spoken.
Honourable Member, they should stop the time for Honourable Patrick Obama. Yes, Majority Leader.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the NDC as a political party and John Dramani Mahama as the candidate never promised a state of emergency. Never. NDC never promised. The manifesto is there. The manifesto captures the promises we made to Ghanaians. And there are video clips of every rally, every statement of the candidate, John Dramani Mahama. And he never promised a state of emergency. So I believe the honourable member can retract that and continue, even though I have no problem if the honourable member says that an expressway to Kumasi is unnecessary. The people of Kumasi don't deserve an expressway. I think that the state of emergency was never promised. It was never a commitment of John Dramani Mahama and the NDC.
Yes, Honourable Patrick Boma.
Mr. Speaker.
Did you say some experts propose a declaration of state of emergency? Or you said the NDC promised a state of emergency?
I said the NDC promised a state of emergency. And I insist on that And it's on record, Mr. Speaker. It's on record. And secondly, the majority leader has become the chief interjector of debates. It's within his right. But the people of Kumasi, the Ashanti region, Eastern region, Upper East, Upper West, Bono Ahafu deserve the completion of the Accra-Kumasi Techiman dualization project. It's a priority that the government must take into consideration.
Accra-Kumasi Techiman.
Yes, because you can't go to Techiman unless you want to go through Atebubu and Nkranza, through Mampong. That is what I was talking about. So we need that road. The country needs it. Ayariga needs it. The people of Boku needs it. Ajia needs it to Pusiga. And it's one of the most important routes in this country. Mr. Speaker, to continue, Mr. Speaker, if you look at Appendix 3A of this year's budget, the Bank of Ghana is promising, again, zero financing of our budget. Mr. Speaker, we saw that in 2025, and we are seeing that again in 2026. The question that I want to ask the Bank of Ghana is that, who is funding the gold reserve program? How much gold has been purchased? How much has been sold? At what rates? And at what price? I'm asking them these questions. Mr. Speaker, what has been the impact of this gold reserve program on the books of Bank of Ghana? Has it resulted in some losses? There are questions that the Bank of Ghana will have to come here to answer, Mr. Speaker, in due course. Mr. Speaker, the Bank of Ghana is financing activities under the Gold Reserve Program because I filed a question, an RTI question, to the Ministry of Finance when I saw that the ministry had not released a single cedi to the Gold Board. I got a response from the Ministry of Finance, and they confirmed, yes, in a letter signed by the Chief Director of the ministry, that yes, the ministry has not made a single allocation to the Gold Board. So, where is the Gold Board getting its funds from? If the Bank of Ghana is saying they are going to continue with zero financing, how are they being funded? So, Mr. Speaker, these are very important matters that we'll be looking at. Mr. Speaker, we are not against a program to stabilize the currency, but the transparency that it requires, as the representatives of the people, we need to know so that no laundered funds are brought into the country to be used for some illicit activity. I'm not impugning that, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, thus far, I would like to commend the maker of the statement as the Minister of Finance for presenting the budget of the Republic of Ghana on behalf of the President, and ask that during the estimates and debates that will ensue, we will bring to the fore that if a vote is taken around the cabinet table, I don't think the Minister of Finance will score 30%.
10.
Because
10%.
He has failed to make budgetary allocations to the ministries. And they know.
His colleagues. 10%.
They know it. He will not score 30%, not 10% around the table. Suhini is aware. And that is my plea to the minister, to make the government function and release adequate resources for the good people of this country to enjoy its benefits. I thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you. I will now give the floor to Honorable Thomas Ampim. You have 15 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, today I have listened to Honorable Patrick Boama and others, the former Defense Minister, and over the last 3 days or so, we have had the opportunity to listen to many of them take their turns to debate the budget that was presented by my boss, Dr. Atoforsen, that has received overwhelming endorsement by Ghanaians. In fact, many people have made reference to the survey that indicated that about 82% of respondents have given approval to this budget. You may choose to believe it or not. That is up to you. Whether you decide to take public opinion
Honorable Chair Asamoah, I can hear you.
Or just depend on your own ideas, that is up to you. But, Mr. Speaker, one thing is clear today, that the debate as to who are better managers of the economy of Ghana has been settled. If you know, you know. The record is so clear, Mr. Speaker. Inflation that we inherited at 23.8% today has reduced significantly to 8%. And nobody has disputed that throughout the debate. Public debt, as we inherited, 720